One of America's largest supermarket chains just lost almost a quarter of its market value in a single day. Albertsons did not reveal empty stores, collapsing revenue, or a sudden financial scandal. It revealed something more dangerous. Shoppers are becoming increasingly unwilling to pay traditional supermarket prices. Albertsons reported that sales at established stores declined 0.8% during its latest quarter. The company then cut its full-year sales and profit forecasts, warning that customers were under pressure from higher food, fuel, and household costs. Investors responded by sending the stock down more than 20%. The problem is larger than Albertsons. Across the grocery industry, customers are moving toward Walmart, Costco, Aldi, and private label products. The middle of the market is being squeezed as consumers increasingly choose either the lowest practical price or a product they believe is genuinely worth paying more for. Traditional supermarkets are caught between those two decisions. For decades, conventional grocery chains relied on location, product variety, weekly promotions, and customer habits. A neighborhood supermarket could stock tens of thousands of products and assume that nearby households would visit several times each month. Customers might compare a few advertised deals, but convenience often mattered more than finding the absolute lowest price. That advantage is weakening. Consumers now compare prices through apps, delivery platforms, social media, and retailer websites. They can see that the same branded product may cost less at Walmart. They can purchase a cheaper private label version at Aldi. They can buy larger quantities at Costco or order household essentials from Amazon without entering a supermarket. The traditional grocery store is no longer competing only with the store across the street. It is competing with several different business models at the same time. Walmart's greatest weapon is scale. The company can purchase enormous quantities, pressure suppliers for lower prices, spread technology investments across thousands of stores, and use grocery products to attract customers who may also purchase clothing, electronics, medicine, or household goods. Walmart does not need every grocery item to generate a large margin. Food brings customers into its ecosystem, while advertising, marketplace commissions, memberships, financial services, and higher-margin merchandise create additional profit opportunities. That makes a pure supermarket vulnerable. It may sell many of the same products but have fewer ways to earn money from each customer. Aldi attacks from another direction. Instead of offering an enormous selection, it limits the number of products, relies heavily on private labels, displays merchandise in shipping cartons, operates smaller stores, and reduces labor wherever customers will tolerate it. Fewer products mean Aldi can purchase more of each item. Private labels remove part of the cost associated with national brand marketing. Smaller stores require less rent, electricity, inventory, and staffing. The entire system is built around maintaining low operating costs. Costco uses a different structure again. Membership fees provide recurring revenue before customers purchase groceries. That allows the company to operate with unusually low product markups while selling large package sizes that increase the value of each shopping trip. Traditional supermarkets must compete with all three. They need Walmart's prices, Aldi's efficiency, Costco's loyalty, Amazon's convenience, and the broad selection customers expect from a full-service grocery store. Delivering all of those benefits simultaneously is extremely difficult. Albertsons is responding by reducing prices, expanding private label products, improving digital shopping, and restructuring its operations. These moves make strategic sense, but they involve painful trade-offs. Lowering prices may protect customer traffic, but it reduces profit on every item sold. Albertsons said it was absorbing some supplier cost increases instead of immediately passing them to shoppers. That can preserve trust in the short term, but shareholders ultimately see the effect through weaker margins and lower earnings. This is the central problem in a price war. A retailer can lose customers by keeping prices high or lose profit by cutting them. The strongest competitor is usually the company that can survive on lower margins for the longest period. Walmart has the financial strength to continue investing while prices remain competitive. Its cash flow supports store renovations, automation, rapid delivery, advertising technology, and new digital services. Each investment can improve efficiency or create another source of profit. Albertsons has fewer strategic escape routes. Most of its revenue still depends on selling groceries through chains such as Safeway, Vons, Jewel-Osco, and Acme. When grocery margins decline, the pressure reaches the center of the business. Private labels offer one possible defense. A national brand must pay for advertising, product development, distribution, and retailer margins. A supermarket's own brand removes some of those layers. The retailer controls the shelf placement, packaging, pricing, and customer data. A successful private label can be cheaper for shoppers while still producing a better margin for the store. This is why private label products are no longer limited to generic cans with plain packaging. Retailers now create premium, organic, health-focused, and internationally inspired product lines designed to compete directly with established brands. Walmart's Better Goods brand launched with hundreds of products. Aldi built much of its identity around store-owned brands. Costco's Kirkland signature became so trusted that many customers actively prefer it to national alternatives. Albertsons also has a large portfolio of owned brands, but the challenge is not simply producing cheaper products. It must convince customers that those products offer the same quality as the brands they already know. The shift toward private labels also changes the balance of power between retailers and food manufacturers. When customers become comfortable buying store brands, companies such as Kraft Heinz, General Mills, PepsiCo, and Nestlé face more pressure to justify higher prices. This creates a chain reaction. Consumers pressure supermarkets. Supermarkets pressure suppliers. Suppliers cut promotions, redesign packaging, reduce product sizes, or search for savings in manufacturing and transportation. Every participant tries to avoid becoming the company that absorbs the final cost. The latest consumer data reveals another important change. Value retailers are growing much faster than conventional retailers, but premium retailers are also performing relatively well. Customers have not stopped spending entirely. They are becoming more deliberate. A household may buy inexpensive private label pasta and cereal, then pay more for specialty coffee, organic meat, or a product associated with health and quality. Consumers are saving aggressively in categories they consider unimportant so they can continue spending in categories they value. That is dangerous for mid-market supermarkets because their traditional offering is built around being acceptable at everything rather than exceptional at one thing. They are not always the cheapest. They are not always the most convenient. They may not have the strongest premium identity. They simply offer a large amount of familiar merchandise in a nearby building. That model can still work, but it requires a clearer reason for customers to return. Fresh food is one potential advantage. Meat counters, bakeries, prepared meals, produce, and local products are more difficult to compare than packaged goods. A supermarket can also compete through personalized promotions, loyalty programs, pharmacy services, fast pickup, and reliable delivery. The physical store itself can become a fulfillment center. Employees can pick online orders from existing shelves, allowing a supermarket to serve both walk-in customers and digital shoppers without constructing an entirely separate warehouse. But digital grocery sales do not automatically solve the profit problem. Picking individual orders requires labor. Delivery requires drivers and vehicles. Customers expect low fees and fast service. A poorly designed online operation can increase revenue while reducing overall profitability. Technology must therefore remove costs rather than merely adding another shopping channel. Electronic shelf labels, automated distribution centers, demand forecasting, personalized discounts, and improved inventory systems can help. A supermarket that predicts demand more accurately wastes less food, avoids empty shelves, and reduces unnecessary markdowns. Yet technology requires capital, and large competitors can usually invest more. That leaves traditional supermarkets with a difficult future. Remaining unchanged is not an option, but transformation is expensive and may initially reduce profits. Investors want better results now, while customers demand lower prices now. Management must rebuild the business while continuing to operate thousands of stores every day. Albertsons' collapse on the stock market was therefore not only a reaction to one disappointing quarter. It was a warning about the economics of the entire middle market. When customers become more price-sensitive, the retailer with the largest scale gains power. The retailer with the lowest operating costs gains power. The retailer with recurring membership revenue gains power. The company offering an ordinary supermarket experience at an ordinary price becomes easier to replace. Albertsons may recover by cutting costs, strengthening private labels, improving digital services, and giving customers more convincing value. But it is fighting competitors whose business models were designed around the exact conditions now reshaping the grocery industry. The modern grocery war is not about who has the most products on the shelves. It is about who can offer the lowest believable price without destroying the business behind it.